Demonstrating you how to integrate GitLab with Jenkins using webhooks. Okay, so for that there are certain steps involved, and I'm having my Jenkins available uh, in one server and running in the port 8080, and the GitLab is another server. Okay, so this is my GitLab and this is my Jenkins. So this is basically like few steps process. Total 7 steps are involved. The first one is we need to download the Jenkins we need to download the plugins. Okay, so for that, go to the Jenkins dashboard, then manage Jenkins, and here manage plugins. Okay, under available plugins you will find your plugins, but I have already downloaded my plugins, so my plugins are available in the installed plugin section. So here the first one is GitLab plugin itself. Okay, this is a mandatory, and the another one is GitLab API plugin. So this plugin will help us to connect with to the GitLab. Okay, these two plugins are installed. Then in the second step is in the GitLab generate personal access token. Okay, for that, go to your profile and click on edit profile. Here access tokens. Okay, here create the token, give the token any name and the expiration date, and select scopes. In select scope, select the API. Okay, so I have already created my token. My token name is Jenkins GitLab. Any name you can provide. The scope is API, and right repository also I have given, but API is sufficient. And my this is created on this one and expires in 1 year. So you can just once you created this plugin, just save this once you created this token, just save this token. Okay, for your reference, because this token would be used in the Jenkins itself. Then go to the Jenkins. The third step is in Jenkins. Again in the configure, go to the Jenkins dashboard, then manage Jenkins. Here in this time, and in the configure system section, okay, here we need to add the GitLab connection. Okay, so here under GitLab you will see the GitLab connections option. Here you can provide the connection name as any name you can provide, any relevant name, and here you need to provide the GitLab host URL. This is the GitLab host URL. My GitLab is running in this server, and this is my GitLab host URL. Okay, so this URL you need to provide, and this credentials. So here you will need to add your credentials. First of all, click on add and go to the Jenkins. Here instead of kind, just select the GitLab API token, and here provide your API token which you have generated here in personal access tokens section, and give it any name and a description. Okay, so I have given it a name as GitLab API token, so I'm able to see it here. Then once it is done, click on apply and save. Okay, this is the third step. And the fourth step, in Jenkins itself, create access token. That access token would be used in GitLab. So go to your this profile again and click on configure. I'm just leaving this. Okay, in configure section, in configure this API token section, here you can create your new token. Okay, create your new token. I have created my token as Jenkins with the name Jenkins Webhook. Give it any name, click on generate. So this token would be generated. Copy this token, okay, for the reference, and save it somewhere. So once it is done, then the fifth step is in Jenkins, let's create one job. So I have created one test hook job. So okay, so this job created, and if I show you the configuration of this job, okay, so here in source code management you need to select the Git, and in repository URL you will need to provide your repository URL. Suppose I want to apply this webhook for this test hook repository. Okay, so here I will need to provide the URL of this test hook repository. So I have given the URL, see this URL. Okay, and credentials, your GitLab credentials, you can simply add your credentials from here. You here you can select the kind as username and password. Here provide the username and the password, and ID you can give it any name, so that that can be used therein, that can be used here. Okay, in the credentials. Then apply and save. Okay, this is the fifth step. We need to in Jenkins we need to like Jenkins job, we need to perform the configuration. And one more thing here, like in the build trigger section, when do you want to trigger this build? So this build, when a change is pushed to GitLab, whenever we are having a change in the GitLab repository, this job should get triggered. So I have applied the triggers on push events, okay, and accepted merge request whenever there is a merge request created by developers, okay, and pull request created by developers, and that is must. So in both the cases, this build should get triggered. And apply and save, simply apply and save it, okay. This is the fifth step, okay. And in the sixth step, you go to the GitLab, and this time in the project itself, okay, let me go to the project here. This is the project where I want to apply my hooks, okay, webhooks. And okay, in your repository, go to the settings. In settings, select the webhooks, okay. Here in the webhooks, you need to provide the URL, and the URL will be in this format. So this is the HTTP, then :/. This is the user of my Jenkins. Then this is the token which I had created in the Jenkins itself, at the rate. This is my URL of Jenkins, okay. And then the project. So see, if I show you here, this is okay, let me copy this on. So this is my Jenkins IP, and the port is running port is 8080. Then here the job, instead of job you need to provide the project, and then test hook. So just simply copy it. Okay. uh, okay, so here in this URL section, just paste this one, okay. And no, either you can provide a token here, or you can provide a token here, that both are fine. And I want to trigger it on a push event, so select the push events, okay. All branches is fine. And just uncheck this and add webhook. So this is the same thing I have done here, okay. Push events I have applied, and SL verification is disabled here, okay. Let me show you by using the test, okay. Click on push events. So hook executed successfully. If I go to the Jenkins job, and this particular job, here you can see this trigger has happened, okay. So in that way, like in this way, we can integrate our Jenkins with GitLab using webhooks. So like for now I have tested for push events only, as per your requirement. Like generally, which type of requirement we get, whenever the pull request is created by developers, and that pull request is merged to the particular branch. So we can like configure accordingly, and and we can, yeah, and we can integrate our GitLab with Jenkins. That's all for now. Thank you.